It has been a day of smiles for events promoter Balam Barugahara Ateenyi, who in the Thursday evening cabinet reshuffle secured the cabinet post of State Minister in charge of Youth and Children Affairs.
Your Excellency, I make this commitment, and I make the commitment to Uganda that I will serve diligently without discrimination, and I will serve in line with the NRM manifesto.
To Balam Barugahara, this comes as a surprise.
It came as a shock. I was praying with my pastor. So we're praying, it's a norm, we do pray in the evening. So someone called me and told me, check Muzei's handle. So when I went to Muzei's handle, 3 seconds, actually, I didn't even spend 3 minutes. I'm among the people who respond to his handle. So immediately I went to number 29 and I discovered he had appointed me as a Minister of State. This is not something simple.
He salutes the newly appointed CDF for nurturing him up to this level.
So I'm here to offer my special thanks and respect to the person who identified me in the first place, because I've worked with the president for so many years. I've been one of his top campaigners countrywide. But he had never seen that leadership element in me. I think he looks at me as a Vivulu organizer. But here comes a general in the armed forces, General Rugaba, who first of all spotted me, associated with me, identified me, trained and mentored, placed me in a responsible position of Vice Chairman Western PLU. He's the man who has done it all.
Then what about the dress code for a man whose t-shirt had become his brand?
Then Balam wears his one shirt, he's minimizing his expenses, he's not doing wastage, and he's expanding his pocket. Now that one becomes Balam which shirt. But who is rich, who's working hard to earn, and then the other Balam you want of Masuti, who's busy on the street, conning people that we need money for this, we need money for this event. So let us not look at dress code as a key factor. But because there are codes of conduct and dress code for Parliament and Cabinet, I will honor those dress codes. But the moment I get out of Parliament and in my car, I will always have my shirt.
Key among his focus in line with his duty will be mainly to lobby for the youth.
So for you young people in PLU, National Unity Platform, DP, UPC, come and join me to transform this country. Let us hear your problems. Let us hear your challenges. As your leader in the government, I will ensure those problems are addressed through my line minister, the cabinet minister. Those issues should be addressed properly well, and then the president and cabinet, and if need be, they are taken to the floor of Parliament.
The question of whether he will perform or not, the answers are satisfactory.
Balam has been appointed Designate Minister in charge of Youth and Children. I have worked with him. We've been mobilizing together. Post-COVID, we moved throughout the country to mobilize the youth to test whether COVID-19 can be resisted. And he has been working with youth for a long time. I have no doubt in his capacity to perform.
However, there are those who insinuate that the current appointments of PLU members into cabinet and the elevation of its chairman to CDF will partly slow down the mobilization agenda.
The chairman, he's not here, okay? So some things don't need, and even when you're doing Ubuntu, you don't need the president or somebody to be actually there. It's a group of people, and I can say we're pretty much organized to be able to run throughout and doing several activities to benefit Ugandans.
Robert Nyango, UBC News.